ever play a video game called Fortnite?
Maybe.
Are you familiar with The Storm? Well, what we're talking about has nothing to do with that, but hello, we did watch an episode called The Storm of the Century.
That was a really soft and weird opening. Hi, welcome to It's Always Sunny in Hell. I wasn't prepared. This is a fan podcast based off It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where we believe that the main characters are in hell. And possibly in a TV show.
The fan podcast part is just we believe the show is very good. The
conspiracy theory. The conspiracy theory. I forgot to say fan podcast / conspiracy theory. Yes. So this is episode what? 9?
I was just looking at it. Season 7, episode 6. Season 7.
Of the podcast. Yeah, season 7, episode 6, the gang hits Fortnite Storm. What's the title of the episode? I'm very unprofessional right now. You bamboozled me.
Fortnite season 3. It's the gang. I can see the title card now. It's like we would never be in Fortnite, and then it like cuts to black white text reading. Yeah, the gang is in Fortnite. The episode is called The Storm of the Century.
Yeah, The Storm of the Century.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. That was season 7, episode 6 of It's Always Sunny.
It.
All right.
That is it.
Also, forgot to mention, we just randomly go episode by episode. We don't give a shit about order. Chaos is the name of the game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's start off. What did you think of this episode, big man? Also, it's looking a little bit dark in your room. Is your light still out?
I don't know. Well, yeah, if you want me to add a little bit more... My light did burn out, and if you wanted me to add more light, I could light this candle. Yeah. I do have this Courageous Warrior candle.
Ooh.
Yeah. It smells of wood sage, sea salt, and lemongrass green tea.
Yeah.
Or I could just turn the light back on. Is also an option I could do. Yeah. But the candle's also here.
Maybe we can save the candle for a spooky episode. How about that?
What's the spookiest episode of Sunny? PTSD? I don't know.
Maybe?
Mac having nightmares is kind of scary. I'm trying to think like what would the scariest episode of the show be? This one, because a storm is coming. A big old hurricane is gonna hit Philadelphia, and the boys would rather look at boobies. Frank says the media's hyping it up, and Dennis and Dee is panicked.
See, Dee is very. I wrote this down. D is more paranoid than usual.
Yeah, I think my favorite. If I'm gonna pick a favorite moment in this episode, oddly enough, I might hand it to D in the moment where she's going back and forth with Frank about looting versus surviving.
Yeah,
and she's like, "Well, they're taking." Radios and speakers and sound systems, and Frank responds with, "Well, suppose they've got bread in the speakers," and Dee just goes, "What are we talking about? What are we talking about? What are we right now? We've got things to do." It's a more panicked version of the staple of the show of what is happening right now. I like that. But you asked, like, what did I think of the episode?
Yeah.
If I'm, like, just off of what my gut tells me, and because of the way this is, that is mostly what I'm going off of most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And it might be purely because we've watched some real hitters, but this one's probably near the bottom of what we've watched,
really?
At least for me. I don't know. As I was watching, I was thinking numbers, and between me and you, I feel like I tend to score harder and rank lower just because there are so many episodes, and I feel like this is a weird thing. It's like I feel like I have to do that, but also if I only do that, then I don't know, whatever. Anyways, I was bouncing between 3 and 4 for this one,
Really?
surprisingly. I don't know. Like maybe I need my mom to die so I can like feel emotion again. But like I just feel like so cold. You thought I was saying something fucked up, but no, it was a reference to this show that's fucked up. Yeah. No, I feel too much. I feel too much. Mommy, or whatever. But yeah. Maybe I've got to like rig my chair up to some electrodes and have a button that I can push to like make me laugh when I'm watching the episode. But there's no like, for me, there's nothing like insane or just thinking about one that's in my memory, like Mac Day. Like there's no moment to me in this episode that's as funny as either like Country Mac driving away and then falling off his bike, or Mac just being like, guys, I think I did a poopy in my pants. I think I made like there's nothing insane in this episode, but it's like it's still super strong. It's still better than most TV. It's better than a fucking episode of The Big Bang Theory, in my opinion.
I really like the part where they shoot Cricket in the hand and they're like, quick, we gotta get him to a hospital. We gotta get this man to the hospital. He's like, no, don't say, don't. They use the homeless. It's a goddamn death camp in there.
Yes, it's insane and is very funny, and also brings me to a weird thing that clicked in my head.
Yeah.
Only in this episode, and linked me to another example. Dennis and Mac Manhunters. This is, unless I'm thinking of another moment, this is the second time where Frank has gone like beyond his reach to show compassion for Cricket, which I found really weird. Like, did you not notice that? Like, I really noticed it when he's like, Frank is the one who's like, we got to take him to the hospital. And to go back to Mac Day, it's like, goodbye, R.I.P. Country Mac. Like, it's rare to see Frank give a shit, and it was kind of it in the scene where he's like, we got to get him to a hospital. I kind of went, huh. It kind of made me rub my chin a little.
Your chinny chin chin. Yeah.
Yeah, my chinny chin chin.
Well, I was going to say, this gets me to something that I wrote down, which is Cricket is a real person, not a demon.
Okay, yes.
I believe that he is a real person in the show. And I probably said that before in one of the episodes of the podcast.
Has Cricket even shown up in an episode on the podcast we've done so far? I don't.
Yeah.
Hero or hate
I
crime.
think he has.
Charlie gets crippled.
Has he not? I mean, we've mentioned him before. Even whenever he's not in an episode, we've mentioned side characters.
Yeah. Trick. Use your brain. What did we do after Mac Day? We ripped our sleeves off our shirts.
Yeah, that was something I did.
And then it'll come to us later. Anyways, Cricket.
Extreme Home Makeover, I think, was the next episode.
Correct. So yeah, Cricket. We haven't seen Cricket on our podcast yet.
Really?
Truly.
Maybe it's because I've just been watching the show with
other
our buddy
places,
Chip plays. Yeah, and I Cricket is so iconic in my mind, you know. And we've also, I think we've mentioned him in the show before. Whenever we were talking about the waitress and characters like that. But I do believe Cricket is a real person. He's one of the main cast members in my mind.
So, do you think he's being tormented adjacent to the gang?
No, he's the next level. He's being tormented by the gang. Consistently.
Good place. Okay. Interesting. So do you think he
which he shows up after they're in hell, which is something interesting, right?
Yes. But he doesn't show up in season 1 at all.
He's a character that is in their past, from their past. So
And there's photo evidence of him in their
Yes.
past. Like, Dennis's balls are on his chin.
Yes. And when he first shows up, he is a priest, which that's a funny thing.
Matthew Mara.
So a priest who has died maybe in a car crash or some other accident, sent to hell being tormented by the people that tormented him in high school, and sets him on a path of homelessness and drug abuse.
Yep.
And fucking and he only gets fucked up.
Yeah. They light him on fire a little bit. Just a smidge.
Yeah. So I think that's like, I feel like he's definitely a real person.
So why does Frank care for him?
I don't know. I'm not sure about it. I think he just, maybe it's just a care at a basic human level. Like, he doesn't say, crickets. No, he doesn't say, listen to me.
Okay.
In this episode, he doesn't say, we got to get Cricket to the hospital. He says, we got to get this man to the hospital.
Okay.
This man is bleeding. We got to get him to the hospital.
I guess so, yeah. Yeah, all right.
and even in the Manhunter episode, which we haven't covered yet, he's like, I know what it's like. You know, he's doing it because it's because of his self-interest.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
I'm just jotting down Manhunters and Cricket's Tail as possible things we could jump to in future. I'm going to underline those.
But yeah, I also have written down Dog is a paid actor. I don't know why I wrote that down.
Dog is a paid actor.
The dog that's barking at Cricket, and then he sends the car into the shopping center, into the American.
It's got to be an animatronic dog. I think it's probably like a robot dog.
Well, there's demon dogs in hell. According to all media ever, there's hell dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Resident Evil. Those dogs are pretty hellish. I fucking hate Resident Evil, except it's awesome.
I also, at the top, the first thing I wrote down is Y2K real? Question mark.
Yeah. Do you, because I wasn't alive during Y2K.
I was not alive
either. Yeah. So maybe we should have a Y2K expert on for no reason.
For no reason
tell
at
them
all.
what show they've come on to or why we're talking to them.
Oh,
be funny. I like that.
Yeah.
I wrote down there's an interesting thing in the store, the All-American hardware store. Is that a real store in America, the All-American? Or is that made up?
No idea.
Okay. Because I will say there is a moment where they are in that store that makes it look like a set. Because if you look at the conversation where Charlie walks over with the cart of pickled eggs before Dennis goes to the office, section, you like pickled eggs? Behind Dennis is a wall of TV remotes and yellow bags. And in the second shot, behind Charlie is a wall of all TV remotes and yellow bags.
That's the wrong shot. That was before that shot. I know what you're talking about. It was whenever Mac splits off from them and goes to get the food, and then they're just talking about like we got to find chicks to get to the get to the bunker, and then Charlie's like, we got to get him to the bunker, get him safe, start a new population. And Dennis like just leave talking to me. Yeah. But it was in that shot, so it seemed like it was the exact same backplate, but they just swapped. They just moved for the other shot.
Yeah, or they just had one. They just had a lot of TV remotes.
Yeah. I wrote down D's car crash again. Car not real? Question mark.
One of the constants of whatever reality they are in is that D is not allowed to have a car.
Yeah,
it's just not allowed. Yeah. This is another instance where they. Do you know? I'm gonna Google what year this season was.
It was season 7, so I'm gonna assume that it's either 2000. Oh fuck. 2000. 8?
2011.
Really? Wow. I got my shit wrong then.
So
2011, really?
because while they are at the All-American, and actually slightly before, Charlie references the Mayan calendar ending in 2012. Yeah. And the reason why I wanted to bring that up was that when this episode aired, that hadn't happened yet. So it's like they were speculating about when the world would end. Doesn't matter to them because they're already dead, but but maybe. I don't know.
Well, I mean, this whole like theory, right? They could still be in the real world at this point. We don't know exactly when they do go to hell, but we're assuming that it's season 2, episode 1. That's our assumption. Yeah. Right? Mm-hmm. I would say after the episodes, the gang goes to hell, part 1 and 2, right? Or what, like whenever they're on the cruise ship. That is definitely like a huge like possibility. That's like an over 50% chance that they go to actual hell at that point. Yeah. Especially since the episodes get weirder and weirder after that point, because that's like season season 11, right? Whenever that happens.
Either way, I'm seeing a roadmap.
Yeah, right.
For us moving forward. I did not start a timer at the beginning of the recording.
We've been going for 16 minutes. It's
cool. Yeah. Okay.
Is there any more that you wrote down? I think I wrote down.
I wrote down quite a bit for this one. Let's just run it. Boobs. Touched on those slightly.
Well, we didn't touch on them, and we wouldn't without consent. But
we've also got. I also wrote down something you pointed out that I just really liked. Just some nice attention to detail. Is that at the beginning of the episode, Mac is holding fried chicken in one hand and a donut in the other.
Yeah, this is Fat Mac.
Yeah, this is Fat Mac.
I think we've only seen Fat Mac. Also goes in the. Have we seen Fat Mac in the pod yet? I think we have.
Nope.
Have we not?
No, we haven't done anything for season 7, I don't believe. I truly don't believe so.
Was Fat Mac only in season 7? I feel like he was in season 6 and through 8.
No, because it starts in Frank's Pretty Woman, and then the beginning of 8 is like, I forget what the first episode of 8 is off the top of my dome piece, but I'm looking at a little thing here so I can just find out. Yeah, the first episode of season 8 is Pop the Final Solution, and that's he's sporting the duster and talking about Ryan Gosling playing him. It's really just the one season.
Him being fat feels like it was a longer period than just one season.
Mandela effect.
Maybe. Or maybe like how many episodes are in season 7?
13. One's a 2-parter.
Okay, that's like reaching the maximum of what they did throughout the show. Because especially now, they only do like fucking... we're lucky if we get 10, you know?
Yeah. True. But
yeah.
Where are the Poconos? Are they real? The other thing is that, yes, Mac is fat. They do a whole gag about him wanting to be the one to get the food, too. Which was all right. Y2K bunker, Frank Pocket Egg. It's a funny gag where Dee wants to board up the windows, and she turns her back for a second, and the gang is gone, aside for Frank, and he says, the only reason I'm still here is just because I'm slower than the others. You want an egg? And he pulls an egg out, or he doesn't offer the egg to Dee, I don't think. No, that's me misremembering. He
starts eating it.
He just...
She's like,
go ahead.
Was that from the bunker? And he's like, I brought this from home.
Yeah, she says, is that a pickled egg? And he says, brought this from home. And he takes a nice bite out of it. TV remotes, social commentary, David Unger, a fictitious musician that appears in the recommended videos of the YouTube page. And I also looked at the other recommended videos. He's got another banger of a music video. Okay. David Unger Music, DUM, The End, original. And then ... So I can't tell what the rest is. But also the YouTube channel that these videos are posted on is called Estranged Donkey. which is
I think that is that's got to be Frank's YouTube channel.
Holy shit. Huh.
What? Why you look surprised? Like I'm bringing it to the Donkey Brains thing, even though he's certified not Donkey Brains. I wonder if it's like whenever he's like
estranged donkey.
Yeah.
Still though, if this is Frank Reynolds' YouTube channel, then we have to play a game of guessing what all 37 uploads are. One of them is the viral video or virus video. That has to be one.
Yeah.
The Patty's Pub trailer. Maybe an ad for Crow's Milk or Fight Milk. Sorry.
Yeah, Fight Milk definitely. And then what's the soda brand that they have?
Kitten Mittens. Oh, there's probably like one or two Wolf Cola.
Wolf Cola. Yeah.
Product ads. Maybe they're reigning endorsement from Boko Haram.
And then just like probably a video of him. Like obviously there's videos of him running out. There's that one him running out of the LA like
riots. Yeah.
Riots.
And also just a video of Hurricane Katrina that is not related to him at all. No, wait. Oh my God! You're actually 100 billion% on the money. I have it pulled up on the YouTube, like on the top bar. There's the search bar, browse movies, upload, estranged donkey, and sign out. So estranged donkey is Frank's username. Well done. Well done.
Like that, I was just like, that's got to be Frank. That screams Frank to me.
Yeah.
Estranged donkey.
What's his name in the video game? It's something Peaches, right? Sweet Peaches or something.
I don't know. Not sure. Ooh, Frank would definitely have a video of like a VHS recording of the dancing guy from Public Access TV, just like a 10-hour loop of that.
Yeah. He'd be a fan of Dancing Guy.
Yeah.
Definitely. Oh, excuse me, heavens. But, okay,
one thing
so
I have wrote down here, which is nothing, because it's just a thing that was like not necessarily a fad, but like it was a thing during that time, was 3D TV. 3-dimensional television with like the red and the blue is that shitty 3D stereoscopic stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. But I don't know. It's just it was a weird thing for them to bring up to me, but it was probably like a thing that was like, this is gonna revolutionize television at the time, and they were just making fun of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because especially if especially if this season was 2011, I feel like that was like the time of 3D bait. Like,
yeah, probably.
For some reason the one on the top of my dome piece is Rise of the Guardians. You remember the one with Jack Frost and Santa Claus and Sandman and Tooth Fairy and the Easter Bunny, who might have been Hugh Jackman? I can't remember exactly.
I think he was.
Cool.
He was Hugh Jackman. I'm not sure.
And they actually got the real Santa for Santa, which was awesome. But I very vividly remember being a kid in that theater, and the movie ends with a snowflake flying into the camera at you, and I had the 3D glasses on, and I was like, oh, I know why they did this. They wanted the snowflake to come at me. Got it.
It's like Forrest Gump with the feather going down, like.
Yeah, except right at you.
Yeah.
And then next I've got Our Boyfriends. There's just a very funny moment where Dennis is trying to convince two lovely young women to come to his bunker, and the two of them ask if their boyfriends can come. And Dennis's reaction is great because he just gets very upset and angry with them. But Charlie's reaction is really funny to me because he kind of just like shrinks. Kind of just gets real small. And then he's like, turns around too.
He turns around and breaks. Like Charlie is breaking in that moment where he's just like, like he's like giggling to himself, but he's trying not to ruin the scene.
Mm-hmm. And then everything else is stuff we've already touched on, like homeless euthanasia. Frank cares for cricket? ?
Yeah.
Jackie DiNardo. It's very weird seeing Dennis flustered by.
Yeah, right.
We don't see it very often.
Shimmying into the frame, which I missed sadly because I was writing something down.
He looks like a kid who's lost. He looks like a lost kid. It's so funny. I don't know where I am. I want my mommy. I want to go home. I want to go night-night. And then cricket, phone, Mac wins. Mac wins at the end of the episode. And the reason I wrote down phone was because there's a bit at the end where Jackie DiNardo is on the phone with her producer, and you hear the producer on his end of the phone. And I just found that interesting.
Yeah. Also, I want to bring up, this is like nothing, but
yes.
Whenever Mac is like eating ice cream, it just reminded me of like, I saw like a short, and I've already known this, of like Rob McElhenney on a talk show talking about how he got fat for that season. And he's like, my assistant would bring me ice cream and I wouldn't eat it right away. I would let it melt and then I would drink it. And that's how he got fat for the role, is that he just ate a bunch of calories and drank ice cream. He drank a fucking like big like a tub of ice cream.
My respect for Rob McElhenney has increased this day. Wowza, wowza, bowza.
Yeah. But yeah, okay. I gotta rate the episode now. You said 3 to 4 earlier, right? Are you still on that for the episode?
3.5.
3.5. Okay.
Are we allowed? I'm sorry.
We're allowed pointed. We're allowed pointed. Okay. That's fine. I'm gonna go 5.5 because it is a pretty middle of the road Sunny episode, and not a whole lot happens. Like, it's kind of just like the storm is coming and then it just doesn't, and then it's a riot at the end.
It's very solid. Like, you get your A plot, B plot come together at the end.
Performances are great, characters are great. Yes. You know, there's a lot of funny moments. I do wish Mac was in the episode more, but you know, what are you gonna do? Yeah, but I liked it. It was good. It's a classic episode. Like, yeah. What are you looking at?
I got
analysis.
I got very excited, and now I'm very confused.
Uh-oh.
There is a YouTube channel called Estranged Donkey.
What videos does it have on it?
Very, I can't tell. Like, it Glada de Laurentiis, hot, steamy, sexy, sticky, 77,000 views 16 years ago. On the other end of the spectrum, Thomas Grissom Skydive, 341 views. Dancing guy in my office. Wait a fucking minute. No shot. What? Hey.
What?
It's him.
Is it the dancing guy?
It is. Will it fuck up the record, or can I share my screen with you? It won't fuck up the record. You'll just have to move stuff around, right?
Wait, no. Wait, don't do that.
Okay, I won't. Dancing guy yes! That's him! But this is even weirder. How many years ago was... Okay, no. The timing works out, because that video is 14 years old.
Dancing guy from Always Sunny in Philly in the description.
Yeah!
2009 is when that was uploaded to YouTube. Maybe they were just, like, giving props to that person. But it's obviously, in the universe, it's Frank's YouTube channel.
Yeah! Okay, that is a really... fucking weird and cool.
Yeah.
What the Is this him
epic.
in Charlie's apartment? Oh no, he's just like in an alley. It's just hard to
Okay.
tell because it looks like Charlie's apartment because it's fucking garbage.
All right. It's been 30 minutes. I think
Cool.
that should be a pile. Let's wrap it up.
Sorry for getting distracted at the end there, but I was like,
Yeah.
I have to look it up, and I'm glad that I did because weird. Okay, we can't. Okay, before we end, like, hold on. Okay, so this guy's username is Estranged Donkey, and because of the timing of his videos, it's clear that this account existed before Frank's username was Estranged Donkey. His videos don't seem to have anything to do with Always Sunny except for the dancing guy. But that dancing guy video only has 713 views. And you mean to imply that the Always Sunny staff saw this video with 713 views? I do not think so. So that has to be the weirdest fucking coincidence in history.
Or the guy changed his username to Estranged Donkey after the episode came out.
So this guy, but that would make this guy, who seems to have met the dancing guy and know who he is, which does make it seem like he's a fan, but all he did with him was one 25-second video where they are dancing together, is so fucking eagle-eyed that he noticed Frank's YouTube username. This is fucking weird. I have to, like... If you guys want us to dive more deeper into the Estranged Donkey mystery, be sure to dial the number ESTRANGEDDONC backspace KEY. Sunny spelt wrong. That's ESTRANGEDDONKEY. Sunny spelt wrong.
Bye.
Also, I have a new microphone now. How do you like it? but yeah. Thank you for watching and goodbye.
Or should I